Living in Japan changed my life, and with South Korea just a short 2-hour flight away, it had always been on my bucket list. This trip wasn't just a getaway, it was my way of closing a chapter and starting a new one. Let's go to South Korea. This was one of my last days as a university exchange student in Japan. But before I could hop on that plane, I had one final hurdle, my Japanese final exam. The moment I finished, I grabbed my bags and made a beeline for the airport. I got completely lost in the beauty of the ride and I missed my train stop. And let's just say things got stressful. But then, Japan reminded me why I love it so much. A stranger saw me from across the platform, came all the way over and asked if I was trying to get to the airport. He literally helped me carry my luggage, walked me to the right train, and wished me a safe flight. I was in a rush, but in that moment, I was reminded the kindness in Japan hits different. The flight itself was easy, no turbulence, no drama, but once I landed in Seoul, that's when things started to go south. I could not withdraw cash. My card kept getting declined, but only sometimes. It was confusing and exhausting. All I wanted to do was get to my hotel. Eventually, I was able to get my train ticket, and on the train, I felt it. I was not in Japan anymore. Don't get me wrong, Korea is amazing in its own way, but that over-the-top helpfulness I'd gotten used to in Japan, it wasn't here. And for the first time, I realized how much I'd taken that for granted. Finally, I arrived at my hotel, the Fairfield by Marriott in Seoul. It was cute, clean, and super central for a 3-night stay. One catch though, the trains nearby, they are loud. Thank you, Europax, you saved my sleep. Let's go out. After taking a fresh shower, I headed out to explore a little, but I still hadn't solved my biggest problem. My card wasn't working, and I was starving. I didn't want to risk sitting down at a restaurant and not being able to pay. Then I stumbled on a Reddit post that changed everything. Turns out, with my DKB card, you can only withdraw money from actual bank ATMs, so not convenience stores, no generic ones, banks. So I tried it, and guess what? It worked. With cash finally in my hand, I was ready for Korean barbecue, but most restaurants only sat 2 or more. Just as I was about to give up, a Korean girl approached me, we got to talking, and she recommended a spot nearby where I could eat solo. It wasn't fancy, but it was warm, it was real, it hit the spot, and that's how my first night in Seoul ended. Tired, a little tested, but full. Day 2, and I wanted to make it count, so I did something that I rarely do when I travel. I booked a tour. I signed up for a DMZ tour through VIP Travel, and shout out to my tour guide Gogo because he was incredible. Funny, professional, full of stories, the kind of guy who makes you feel the places you're seeing. Our first stop, Majang Lake Bridge. It's a long suspension bridge stretching across a tranquil lake surrounded by forested mountains. Peaceful, yet powerful. This scenery felt like a breath of fresh air before diving into one of the most intense historical areas in the world.
Is in North Korea, and this is the last train station in Korean Peninsula, Uju City. From Seoul to Uju, south to north we had the railway, but now it's cut because south and north got separated.
Next stop was DMZ Live, an immersive experience that pulls you into the history of the Korean War and the human tragedy that followed. I saw stories of families separated, lives frozen in time. This wasn't just a tour, it was a reminder of how deep division can go. We stood on the remains of a railway that once connected Seoul to Pyongyang, just 208 kilometers away. So close, yet impossibly far. From there, we went for our lunch break, which was in Daesungdong. I hope I pronounced it correctly, also known as Unification Village, the only civilian village inside the DMZ. Residents live under strict rules, but with a deep sense of national pride. It's quiet, peaceful, surreal. After that, we headed deeper into DMZ.
Do you see the blue line? So now we cross the blue line, southern limit line. So it means we are in real DMZ now, less than 2 kilometers from North Korea.
Cameras were strictly prohibited in most areas, and I respected that. The soldiers, the silence, it felt heavy, but necessary. I learned so much in just one day: history, heartbreak, resilience. I could honestly make an entire video on this one tour alone, but I'll leave some of it for you to experience yourself. Back at the hotel, I freshened up and met with someone I'd connected with during the tour. And finally, Korean barbecue, properly done and shared with good company. The grill, the flavors, the laughter, it was everything I'd hoped for. We ended the night with a few drinks at a local bar, and just like that, day 2 became the highlight of my trip. You never really know what a day holds when you're traveling, but that's the beauty of it. Sometimes the best things happen when you step out of your routine and just say yes. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for part 2, and let me know in the comments. What's a travel moment that did not go to plan but taught you something anyway?